Hello everyone, welcome to part 92 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 8. So we will continue working on the card page, and this time we are going to convert our card page to Ajax. Okay, so finally we are going to update our card page to Ajax functionality like we have done for the listing pages as well. You have seen that for the listing pages as well, we have implemented the Ajax functionality for these kind of searches. Okay, so now we are going to integrate Ajax functionality for our like for updating the quantity of the products, or for removing the items, or for applying the coupon. Mean everything we are going to do in Ajax in this part. Okay, so let's start working on this thing. Okay, so let's start. First of all, what we need to do, like in the listing page, we have, if you remember the listing page, this part we have shown in Ajax. Okay, this is the part that we are reloading in another page. This is the part that is refreshing. Only the products are refreshing according to the filters. Okay, so the same thing we are going to do for our card page as well. We are going to refresh this for each loop only the card items that has been added in our card, only this part will get refreshed in Ajax. Okay, so we are going to make the separate file for this part. This is the part, this for each loop we are going to make the separate file for this, so that we can refresh it whenever we will add the quantity, subtract the quantity, means reduce the quantity, or even applying the coupon. Okay, so this part we are going to make in Ajax. So let's start. First of all, I am going to open the cardblade file. This is the cardblade file, but now we will make one more file, and we will name it like card items. Okay, and we'll place in the same location under products. Okay, card underscore items, like this. And I will also open the card split file. It's okay. So card blade file and card underscore items dot blade file. Now the two files are the same. Okay, but see the for each loop, we will move this for each loop to the card items blade file. Okay, so I will do like this first for each loop, this one. Okay, and here I am going to do one thing. Here I am going to add one div, and do it like this. Okay, we'll close this one, and this one I am going to close it like this, and I will give one ID here, ID equal to I will name it like append card items. Okay, as I'm going to append these card items every time. Okay, so I will similar name will give similar ID, append card items, and this part I am cutting from here. I am moving this part to here. I am going to make it delete everything, and will paste it here, this for each loop. Okay, so I'm going to format it like this. Okay, so now we have moved the for each loop here inside another page. Okay, so here I'm going to include this page, include, and here I am going to add front. It's under front products card items. Okay, so I have included this page in cardblade itself. So we know that why we have done this, why we have moved the content of this means to another page, because we want to refresh it every time whenever we will add some items, whenever we will remove some items, whenever we will apply coupon code. So everything we want to do in means in Ajax, so that page speed will increase, and no need to load the other things in a page. Okay, like header, footer, sidebar. So we are going to do this with a PAN card items. Okay, with the help of this ID, I am going to refresh this part, this page. I am going to refresh every time. This is the page that is going to refresh only, and this page will remain fixed. Okay, so now for this one, here I am going to include the model that we are including this one. Okay, so this model is not required now. Here it is not required. You can check it out that here it is not required, so we can move this one from card blade file to card items blade file. Okay, like this. So both the pages are ready, but we will check it once that the functionality is working fine or not, and functionality must be working fine. So I'm going to refresh. We'll add another item to cart. We'll try adding another item. Let's see. So it is working fine. Okay, so this part is coming from the another page, but the functionality is working fine. Nothing happened to the functionality so far. Okay, so now we will update this part with some of the IDs. Now we are going to do this thing, like if I will click on minus, then the quantity will reduce. If I will click on plus, then the quantity will increment by 1. But if I will click on minus here, then 1 will not update to 0, because we are not going to move this one to 0, like means then we will show the error message to the user that you can't reduce the quantity from 0, means less than 0. And if the user will click on plus, then we are going to increment it by 1. Every time we are going to increment and decrement by 1. Okay, so this thing we are going to do, and this thing we are going to do in Ajax. Okay, so first of all, we will give the IDs and classes that we want to give, so that we can pick this one in jQuery and will pass in Ajax. Okay, for the update. So I will open another file here, front script. Okay, so this is the file, and here I will add one function, jQuery function here. But before that, I will name C class button. So I will take one class here, button item update. I will take the common class for both, so that on click of this class we will run our jQuery code here. Okay, on the click of this class. And one more class I am going to give here, and that class I will give like for this one minus, I will give like quantity. Here I'm going to give minus, and here I'm going to give quantity plus. Okay, as it is going to plus by 1. Okay, so now we are given two classes to both buttons. This is the button for minus, and this is the button for plus, and for both we have given the classes. One class is the common button item update, and one class relates to the minus and plus. Okay, and because we have given this one, like we will come to know that the user clicks on this minus button or plus button with this class. Okay, and after that we will also give the ID, that card ID. Here we also require to pass the card ID, so that we can pass like we used to pass like card ID earlier. We used to do like this. Okay, but there is another way also that we can pass it, like data card ID as well. Okay, and we can pick it in this way as well. Okay, there are many ways that we can pick the data in jQuery. Okay, you can choose your own choice. So here we are going to give the this card ID. We are going to pass the card ID here. Okay, item ID. Okay, so we are going to pass the card ID, like whatever card ID is there. See here the last two IDs. This is the card ID. Okay, this one we are going to pass these IDs like 13 14 right now. There is the ID 13 14. We are going to check that which ID it is. Give it at both buttons like this. So I'm going to refresh. We'll check now the IDs, like inspect here. You can see the icon minus, and here you can see the data card ID 14, and see both 14 and 14 as this item belongs to the 14 card ID. Okay, and this one I think maybe 13, so we can check this one as well. See, this one is the 13 ID. You can see the 13 ID here, data card ID 13. Okay, so these IDs we are passing to jQuery, and other than this, right now we can pass this one and can try. Okay, and now I will write the jQuery function here. Here I will comment update card items. Okay, so we will first of all write document on click. We are going to write like this: on click of the, but that class we already know that we have given the class, this class button item update. On the click of this class, we want to add here the click function. See, click of this class, then we're going to add the function here like this. Okay, so here we are going to like this. Okay, see, on click of this class, here we are having the we want to pick here three things we want to pick. Here is the card ID we want to pick, and we want to check first that it is means quantity plus is getting clicked or quantity minus is getting clicked. If quantity plus is getting clicked, then we are going to pick this quantity, then increment it by 1. If the quantity minus is get clicked, then we are going to pick this quantity once again and reduce it by 1. If the quantity is more than 1, only then we are going to reduce, otherwise we will show the error message to the user. Okay, I'm going to show you that first of all I will add here the condition. First I will add the condition for quantity minus. Okay, minus comes first, so let add for the minus, and I will check like dollar this dot has class. Okay, has class. I'm going to check the class. Okay, and I'm going to check the quantity minus. Okay, so I'm going to check the class that quantity minus class has been clicked, only then it will come inside this one. Okay, and after that I'm going to pick the quantity in quantity variable. Okay, and so I'm going to pick this one. See, the button we are clicking this one, so I am going to pick this quantity on the click of this button. So this is for this one, and I'm going to pick the previous. It will come in previous. Okay, so I'm going to pick the quantity from the previous element. Okay, so I will pick it like the previous. Prev is the syntax given by the jQuery, so I just require this syntax here, and we can check once alert quantity that it is coming here or not. Return false. Let's check. I'm going to click this minus. See, minus is we are picking now 2 is coming, so we able to get. See, if I will click on plus, then nothing will happen, but if I will click on minus, then it is happening, because we are picking from, see, this is for the current element, and current element is this one. This button is the current element, and and previous is we have given previous here because we want to pick from the earlier element, whatever it is the quantity, this value we are going to pick. Okay, so see, if you are not that much familiar with these kind of things in jQuery, then follow my another series of jQuery, and then you can do it easily. Okay, so I will also give you the path in video description. I will show you. Okay. See, the current series jQuery basics for beginners. Okay, follow this series. Okay, its URL is this one. I am going to share in video description as well, and follow this one so that your jQuery basics, your jQuery selectors, events, methods, okay, become really strong, and you can able to do these things easily. Okay, so do follow this series. Okay, even if you are working on Laravel, even you are working on Cake PHP, even you are working in any other PHP framework, or even .NET, this jQuery is required everywhere. Okay, and I am telling you that if you know, even know Vue.js, even know React, okay, but this jQuery, you still require jQuery to use. You can't use those things in small projects, okay, or everywhere. You can't use them, okay. Practically, you need to use them. Use jQuery in your live projects, okay. But on the piece of paper, on paper everyone shows like use React, use Vue, but it's just on paper. Okay, but practically you need to learn jQuery really well if you want to do such kind of things, okay, in your live projects. So jQuery is must. So we will also work on Vue and React in this series. Don't think that we are going to learn the new things as well, but all things we really need to get aware of the of those things as well, like jQuery. Okay, so let's come back to what we are doing. So we able to alert quantity here, and now see here one more check I want here, like if in case quantity is 1 is less than or equal to 1, uh, less than or equal to 1, if in case, okay, it will never get reduced, but I will give here condition alert, you can't reduce the item quantity to 0. Okay, you can't reduce the item quantity to 0, or one item quantity must be 1 or greater. This one looks better. Okay, item quantity must be 1 or greater, and this return false we can add here, okay, inside this one. Okay, now it seems to be fine. So this is the case if quantity plus get clicked. Okay, if quantity minus button gets clicked by user. Okay, now another case I am going to, okay, this one fine. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. Okay, so this is the one case, and another one is if dollar this has class quantity plus. Okay, if plus get clicked, then if quantity plus button gets clicked by user, okay, then see, now this time we are going to click this plus. So I am going to pick, I want to pick these two quantity. Now previous one is minus and previous one is 2, so 2 times previous required prev, that jQuery method we required to pick the quantity from this quantity box. Okay, so this is the one of the way. You can choose another way as well if you want. Okay, logic will remain the same. Okay, you need to make jQuery function, you need to pass the values via ajax, you need to make a function, everything will remain the same. But if you want to pick the data in some other way, you can also do that with jQuery. Okay, so it's your choice. So in case of quantity plus, if quantity plus button gets clicked by user, then we are going to execute this statement, and then I'm going to like $this. Now see previous, again once again previous. Okay, then we can pick the value here. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'm going to check here. I'm going to give it like new quantity, whatever new quantity, but first of all I'm going to check once that value is coming here correctly or not. Okay, check now, refresh. Now I'm going to click on plus. See, 1 is coming. Okay, here plus 1 is coming. So if I have 2 plus 2 is coming. In case of minus also it will work. Okay, we are not alerting now, but it will work. See, if I am going to give it 1 then minus, then it will show item quantity must be 1 or greater in case of minus, because we have added the condition that the quantity must be more than 1. Okay, so you can see here, if I click on 1, then it will say item quantity must be 1 or greater. If I will put 2 and click on minus, then it is not giving any message, because then it is okay to update the quantity. Okay, so if I will click on plus, then again it is speaking 2. Okay, so we can now execute the quantity. So in both cases we are getting the quantity here. Okay, and now see, in both cases we will have the new quantity. And here you see, if quantity is less than 1, then the error message, otherwise in else condition we can add the new quantity variable new in our jQuery, and here we can get the quantity here in percent. I'm going to get the quantity percent used to for the number -1. Okay, -1 in case of minus, and just copy this one here, and +1 in case of plus. Okay, I'm going to remove this one. Now I am going to alert this one as well, alert new quantity. In both cases I can alert. Okay, or I can do one thing, in both cases output will come here and here as well. I'm going to alert here. Okay, so let's see in if I will do 2, then if I will do plus, then it must be 3 is coming. If I will do minus, then it must come 1 is coming. Okay, and here 2 is coming for plus, and minus, it is saying item quantity must be 1 or greater. Okay, so it is working fine. Okay, so we are having the new quantity now in jQuery. So both quantity and card id, still card id we will also get here, and after that we will pass both the card id as well as quantity to ajax. Okay, to so that we can update our card. Okay, so that thing passing the values to Ajax. That thing we are going to do, and further things we are going to do in next video. Okay, so stay tuned for next video. I hope that everything is clear up till now, and if you have any queries, you can surely ask me, and do join the group, Stack Developer group, and ask your queries there, and that is Facebook slash groups slash Stack Developers. Okay, do join this group. I will approve instantly, and ask your queries there. This is the group. Okay, so all the members see, if someone is asking, so all my friends are answering. Okay, so join this group so that you can also show your screenshots here of your queries. Okay, and other friends will also help you. Okay, and the person who is helping will be my favorite person, and I will always help him, and will ask him to join me in live sessions. Okay, so always help others as well, so that's other will also help you as well. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.